Good day, dear viewers. My name is Luc Tessier, and this is A Form of Sound Words. Tragedy struck, and struck hard, last Thursday evening in New Jersey. Johnny Gaudreau, an NHL hockey superstar, and his younger brother Matthew were out for a bike ride in rural New Jersey. The family had gone together for Johnny and Matthew's sister's wedding, which was to take place the next day. Sadly, around 8 p.m. that Thursday night, a man suspected of drinking and driving struck both Johnny and Matthew as they rode their bicycles along the side of the road. Both men were pronounced dead on the scene. As a Canadian, hockey is a passion of mine. I love the skill and grit the game of hockey showcases, and no one does it better than the National Hockey League. Gaudreau, also known as Johnny Hockey, was one of the NHL's most prominent stars. To the surprise of nearly everyone, when he first entered the league. Gaudreau was always a skilled player, but his small stature, 5'9" and under 150 pounds when he entered the league, was a concern for NHL teams. He ended up being selected 104th overall in the NHL entry draft in 2011, the Calgary Flames drafting him. Most pundits believed Gaudreau would spend much of his hockey career in the minor leagues. But Johnny Hockey had other plans. Through hard work, his speed and agility, his hands, Gaudreau quickly turned heads. And very quickly, Johnny Hockey became the Calgary Flames' star winger. I watched many Calgary Flames games where the announcer would shout, "Here's Johnny," as Gaudreau would fly down the ice and slip the puck past the opponent's goaltender. A couple of years ago, Gaudreau left the Calgary Flames and signed as a free agent with the Columbus Blue Jackets, citing his desire to get closer to family. Gaudreau was an American. The Blue Jackets gave him a whopping 7-year, $68 million contract, and things looked all set for Johnny Hockey, and that for life. And then Thursday happened. With the death of Johnny and his brother Matthew, 2 wives are now widows. Johnny's 2 kids, who are both under 2, are now fatherless. And it's now being reported that Matthew's wife is expecting in 4 months' time. Johnny and Matthew's sister, Katie, has canceled her wedding due to the immense sadness this tragedy has brought to bear on the Gaudreau family. Everything looked good. The future was bright and full of promise, and in an instant. This is not an uncommon story. Such tragedies don't just strike at NHL stars. Just this summer, a dear sister in the Lord at my church, 39 years old, mother of 2, died of pancreatic cancer. I've known people who have died suddenly of cardiac arrest, workplace accidents. I even know of a young man who got injured on a field trip and is now a quadriplegic. Terrible stories that shock us and invoke in us the feeling that these tragedies are inherently unfair. Thing is, it's not how God sees it. And we are given ample revelation that attests to this. When we think of terrible tragedies that can befall a man, there is no greater biblical book example than that of Job. The man lost all his possessions, his children, and his health, all in rapid succession. In his agony, Job stated, "Man that is born of a woman is of few days and full of trouble. He cometh forth like a flower and is cut down. He fleeth also as a shadow and continueth not." King David, no stranger to tragedies within and without, wrote in Psalm 39, verses 4-6, "Lord, make me to know mine end, and the measure of my days, what it is, that I may know how frail I am. Behold, thou hast made my days as an handbreadth, and mine age is as nothing before thee. Verily, every man at his best state is altogether vanity, Selah. Surely every man walketh in a vain show. Surely they are disquieted in vain. He heapeth up riches, and knoweth not who shall gather them." And finally, in the New Testament, James chapter 4, verse 13-15. "Go to now, ye that say, Today or tomorrow we will go into such a city, and continue there a year, and buy and sell, and get gain, whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor, that appeareth for a little time, and then vanisheth away. For that ye ought to say, If the Lord will, we shall live, and do this or that." These teachings are clear. Our lives are fragile and fleeting. Tragedies, hardship, all par for the course in this fallen world. A world that is fallen because of man's sin. We can complain and shake our fists to the heavens as a response to this, but I don't see that improving anyone's lot in life. It's always best to agree with the Almighty. Not much wisdom in thinking we know better than God. A better way of life would be, 1. Recognize that God doesn't owe us anything. This is especially true when we consider we spend most of our lives in disobedience to the living God. 2. Be thankful to the Lord for all the goodness you do or did enjoy. The fact that God graciously gave you good days upon the earth puts us in his debt. 3. Prepare for the inevitable. We may all go through different life experiences, some good, some better, some worse, and some absolutely terrible. But the final destination is the same. Hebrews chapter 9, verse 27. "And as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this, the judgment." Given this reality, best to seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon. 4. Never forget to be gracious and empathetic to those who are going through it, recognizing that tragedy can hit any one of us. Let us never forget to pray for and care for those who are hurting. Let us never be the men who surrounded Job in his agony and just added to his distress. No. We should rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep. And with that, dear viewers, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace.